I want to talk about, the different ways this team has learned to win this year when you have two overturned goals, the way you guys kept pressing, not necessarily the way you want to plan things out, but again, what does that say about this group?
Yeah, just I mean, it wasn't pretty for sure. It wasn't our best game. I think we didn't have our legs. The first period was, to be honest, an embarrassing first period. But hey, we found a way and came back. And at the end, like, if you can win those games, it's huge. Like, you need those points. So we found a way. It doesn't matter at the end. Like, it was good to 2 points for us.
Take me through, that emotion of scoring that go-ahead goal for you.
Yeah. To be honest, I first couldn't believe it because I had this move, like there was a little bump fake 5-hole. I had this move in my head, but I thought I'm way too far out. But somehow I didn't see it going in, and it still got been in. So it was pretty cool. Got me fired up too.
And just to have guys like Gravy and Dougie being able to contribute on the scoreboard, just relieving pressure from everybody in a sense as well, that everybody's contributing on the
Yeah,
score
that's
sheet.
what I said out there. I think we're playing as a team, and you need to play as a team if you want to have success. It's a team sport at the end, so if all line are going the right way, everybody does his job, knows his role. That's what good teams do. So we're really growing into that, and yeah, we just gotta come in and still try to get a better team every day because season is long.
Do you feel that things started to shift when you guys were able to access your speed a little more in the second period? It really looked like they were playing that physical hard game that maybe doesn't put you guys in the best situation.
No, like I said, the first period wasn't good at all. So we knew it kind of can't get worse. So we just wanted to move our legs and play simple, and I think we did that in the second. Could see it right from the bat, and at the end they were on a back-to-back. So at the end we knew, like, if we use our legs, we're gonna have more energy. So and we found a way to win the game. That's all that counts at the end.
Been playing with Nico and Fabian.
Good. I mean, we worked. I mean, there was a line change after the first period. We tried to switch something, drive the tempo higher, and I think it worked out. We were playing much better hockey in the second period. I think the penalty kill slowed us down in third, but we find a way to win. I mean, it wasn't pretty as win, but it's still 2 points. We'll take
7 in a row. I mean, can you put that in perspective of what's going on in this locker room right now?
It's awesome. There's a lot of good spirit right now. A lot of we enjoying the presence of each other, and it's fun to be here. We know there's nothing is given in this league. We have to continue to build on it, and we know what we have to do better every day. To become a great team. So there's a lot of stuff to work and improve, but we go day by day.
How much did Vanacek lift the spirits tonight when you guys maybe didn't have your legs yet?
Yeah, he made some crucial saves again. He's been playing very well for us. I'm super happy for Rico.
What does it say about this group in terms of embracing the mentality when 2 goals are overturned and you're still looking for that first one? Didn't look like there was any panic. What does that say about the maturity that's now developing in this room?
Yeah, like I said, it's great, to have a little more experienced team, and I feel bad for Sharny. I think he deserves one, but that's just how it is. And what we didn't stop. We believe, if we keep pushing, we're gonna score more goals, and we fortunately we did.
Thomas, how big was it? You have that great road trip, you're back in your building, and in front of your fans, you want to show them what this team is made of.
Yeah, it's nice to be back. Trust me, it was a long road trip, but to come out from there with 6 points, that's huge, So we were excited to play in front of our fans. They were loud. It was great. Like I said, it wasn't the prettiest win, but we felt the push from the fans, and gratefully we came out with 2 points.
And what about Nico's goal and just the timing?
You know what? I saw him score like that against Slovakia, and I was not very happy about it. So to see him to score and be on a team with him and against someone else, it cheered me up for sure.
Is there any significance to a 7-game winning streak?
I mean, we're going day by day. We not really try to think, how many wins is that. Obviously, after the game, we always enjoy it, the number. But, tomorrow's going to be a new day, and we want to work on something again and, bring it again.
Lindy, it can be tough for any team to see 2 goals overturned, but when that happens and you see your team claw back, what is that telling you about the maturity that we've talked so much about the last couple of weeks growing with your team?
Well, you got to be able to deal with adversity, and we had a couple tough ones go against us. The offside, definitely the kicking in. I don't know. I didn't agree with it, but Sometimes you get those, sometimes you don't. We didn't get it.
What is the significance for this group to have strung 7 straight together?
Well, you have to, in any segment where you put a lot of games together, you have to find different ways to win a game. And I think we've been able to find different ways to win a game. There's been a couple games where we've played well for 2 out of 3 periods. I thought tonight, our first period, we had some guys that were struggling. We weren't skating well. We weren't moving the puck well. But I got to give them a lot of credit. They're a desperate hockey club. They were physical. They were going through everybody. It wasn't a comfortable first period for a lot of guys. And I think when you see a team that needed to win as much as they did, you got to give them a lot of credit because they kept us on our heels. But I thought the start of the second, we got back to our game and utilized some of our speed and came out with some really good jump.
And until you got back to your game, your goaltender was basically keeping it in it. It has to be refreshing for you for everything that you went through last year to get the goaltending you're getting recently.
Yeah, when you look at some of the saves, I thought first period he made a couple of real quality saves. I thought we were struggling, but we were keeping quite a bit of it to the outside, which is different from the past. We stayed away from the odd-numbered rushes. We stayed away from the high-quality stuff, but they definitely had us hemmed in our zone. But when we needed him, he made that big save. I think the one on probably in the second period, might have been Backlund or whoever was driving Lindo. Somebody driving the net. That leg save was probably the save that helped us win the hockey game.
The big picture, just you come off the road, very successful. How big was it tonight to come in back to your building and get this win in 2 points?
Well, I thought the energy in our building was great. Even, the fact that, we came out on our heels. And I'm just going to say that they parked us on our heels. But again, a great sign that we were able to overcome that. And I thought their goalie made some really big saves too, or, we could have probably scored 3 or 4.
Lindy, what goes through your mind during that last minute or so there where Vanacek's making all those different saves, high pressure situation? You're looking at, can we be in the shot lanes? Can we block one? We just didn't quite get to possession there in the last 30. We were around it. We get a puck out that you're hoping kind of hits the brakes, but didn't. So we're back in our zone. And again, I think the shots we gave up again, we kept them to the perimeter. We kept them, to up top or outside. They did get one across that, he had to make a, fantastic play on.
What was the message at first intermission?
Really talked about playing our game. We were caught between, being real aggressive. We weren't connected. Our D weren't tight with our forwards. Our forwards weren't coming back and being tight with our D. So that little bit of space in between allowed them to come out of their zone pretty easy. We talked about, getting back on top of them, bringing our D down on top of their wingers, not letting them out of the zone, making our high forward responsible for anybody that wanted to come out of the middle of the ice. And I thought our forwards did a good job, and our D got down the walls, and we kept a lot of pucks alive and created a lot of opportunities off our forecheck pressure.
Obviously, last year was not fun for a lot of people. When you have a streak like this, especially to start the season, you're setting yourself up for long-term success throughout the rest of the year. How much of a pressure release, how much more fun are you seeing in the locker room, at practices, away from the ice, that you are able to channel that energy into more positive?
Yeah, well, I think, like I said, there's every game there's something that, probably don't like about your team, but I think if you focus on what you're doing really well, the speed we're playing at, the connectivity on some of the lines, the fact that almost every line on different nights has a big part of the win. That road trip was a great road trip for, the McLeod line, and the other guys scored timely goals. Our power play has scored timely goals, a timely 5-on-3 goal tonight.
So, there's a lot of things you can focus on that really help to drive the energy of the team up. Because the other team's trying to win just as hard as you are, and they're going to make some good plays. Thank you.